Dear E3, you don't know me, which may be more due to the fact that you're not an actual person with self-awareness and are, in fact, an event comprised of hundreds of attendees. From developers showcasing their wares like Khajiit merchants outside of Whiterun to underpaid journalists fighting like starved dogs for the views of fickle readers across the internet, as well as providing a platform for Twitter snark from pundits like Jim Sterling and Yahtzee Croshaw. You present us with a beautiful platform from which game developers and producers can lie to us like they normally do, but, you know, all together with the lights and showmanship, like political candidates running on a ticket of giving me all your money and expanding the rights and powers of season passes. But it's okay, because there's nothing I love more than ranting about the utter garbage of pre-orders on Twitter. Ooh, should I talk about that? I should talk about, nope, stay on track, Austin. Anyway, you're not technically at fault for all the bullshit developers spew on your stages. Your job is to mop up their spit and make sure none of the audience members with cameras catch them doing cocaine behind the curtain, not force them to wear a polygraph machine during their presentations. Holy crap, that's an amazing idea. Can we do that? I'm off track again. Shit, that's what I get for getting drunk before these things. Anyway. No, I'm here to talk to you about something more important than the unrestrained libidos of game developers. It's something that's bugged me for years, and every year it gets worse and worse, more and more unforgivable. In fact, I hesitate to even bring it up because it's getting to the point where I think you're doing this on purpose in order to promote some kind of agenda promoting systemic oppression against, I don't know what kind of group yet, but somebody, whatever. Here's my problem. What the fuck is wrong with your logo, E3? Just look at it. Just look at it. It just looks like something that was crapped out by a middle schooler in 2004 who was ignoring their teacher by fucking around with word art. It looks like the sign for a defunct toy store at the local mall that has since been bought out by a seasonal calendar store. Honestly, it would look more at home in an episode of Reboot than it does being the logo for one of the biggest games showcases of the modern era. What, this isn't a big deal? Fuck yes it is. I have to spend days staring at this piece of shit every goddamn year because, I don't have anything better to do. Just, look, I'm just saying, the yellow-red 3D text thing it's not working anymore. You're not some ragtag bunch of nerds in the 90s pushing together Packard Bells and compact Presarios so you can play Doom together anymore. You're a massive event that pulls in people from all over the world. You have VR, virtual fucking reality under your own roof. That's fucking incredible. You get representatives from Nintendo, Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, Bethesda, Sony, all over the fucking place wearing their suits made from the woven together skins of babies and drinking the tears of gamers for sustenance who are just drooling to get on your stages to put on their well-practiced I'm going to lie to you now smiles and sell us their big piles of bullshit, somehow convincing themselves and everyone else that we won't eventually buy their games and discover they lied about fucking everything. You get people promising us hoverboards and VR machines that are going to give us soapy rub-down so convincing you just want to pre-order 7 of them right now. I think it's about time you got a logo that reflected that level of success and modernity. It wouldn't be that hard. I promise. Just, like walk into a local Starbucks and be like, yo, all of you who are philosophy majors, get the fuck out. I don't want you. All right, the rest of you, I need a logo. I guarantee you in like a day it'll be done. Here, I even made one for you. Have it for free. Anyway, I don't really care that 90% of the horseshit on your stage is made up. I've grown to expect nothing less from the games industry. Peter Molyneux me once, shame on him. Got us twice, shame on... Sorry, that metaphor really got away from me. So disappointing too. I mean, Dungeon Keeper was seriously one of my favorite games growing up. I lived for that shit. My Own Evil Lair? Fuck yes, not enough games really pull off letting you be the bad guy well enough anymore. Yes, developers lie. That doesn't mean that E3 isn't fun. It's like professional wrestling, that those bros jumping around and mushing their spandex-clad cocks into each other isn't really violent violence. It's playing, and it's fun to watch gay men throw each other around on a giant bed for an hour or so, just like it's fun to watch cold, emotionless, soulless producers try to imitate what a human looks like. Anyway, change your logo, E3. It sucks. Sincerely, Austin. P.S. This is directed at you, my wonderful viewers. I'm glad you liked my video on lasers so much. Well, some of you did. Anyway, I grew a little concerned because it looks like a lot of you think that light has mass. That's That's not true. Well, it's very likely to not be true anyway. There's a lot of complicated relativity-based theories surrounding it, and some quantum physicists have floated the idea that photons may have mass after all, but it's still hotly debated. In any case, in conventional physics, following almost every rule we have, light has no mass. None. Zero. Zip. It does have energy and it does have momentum, as many of you did point out, but energy and momentum are not synonymous with mass. But why is light affected by black holes, you may ask? Okay, here we go. This took me ages to understand because gravity is fucking weird as hell, right? But I'm gonna try my best. When something with mass exists, like your cat, your mom, or the sun, it creates a localized distortion in space-time. It's usually visualized in 2 dimensions as it pushing down on a plane. Light traveling through this space-time distortion will follow the curvature of space-time, which will deflect the light. See, something doesn't need to have mass in order to be affected by gravity, but it does seem like it's necessary for something to have mass in order for it to have gravity. Anyway, the cup didn't move, so whatever. I ain't writing about it anymore. Google it. If you like this show, hey, subscribe to our channel. If you really liked it and want to support it and others like it, check out our Patreon page where you can pay for our ramen so we can keep making videos like this.